Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host, Chris Dices, and we're here to talk about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that will be releasing on November the 17th, 2017. Feels like we've been doing this every year now. A new main Pokemon game that is coming out for the Nintendo 3DS. And that's the point of the videos, talking about why isn't it coming to the Nintendo Switch, and oh wow, what a shitstorm have we heard on the internet from people who are really, really upset that Game Freak has made this decision. It's not the first time they've done it. They've done it with Pokemon Black and White 2 and doing a direct sequel. Now, it's a pretty simple reason. And it's basically business reason. You have one console that has sold 67 million units worldwide, and you have the Switch that's sold only 3 million so far. It's only been out for a few months. Now, people would say, oh, but it would help increase the sales of the Switch console and things like that. But the problem is, it's not really up to Game Freak to be pushing Switch units. That's up to Nintendo themselves. And for the Nintendo Switch owners, they're getting a bajillion's amount of great multiplayer games. You've got Breath of the Wild, you have Mario Kart, you have Splatoon 2, you have ARMS, you have Skyrim coming, you have Mario Odyssey, you have Poketech Tournament Deluxe that was announced. And you have all the great third party sort of indie games that are coming as well. There's 7 games that Nintendo's coming out, all fairly big games in themselves. But for some reason, Nintendo fans had this obsession about trying to get every big franchise on it on the Switch console in the first year. And not only they just want these 7, they probably want Pokemon, and they want Metroid, and they want F-Zero, and they want Smash Brothers, and they want Animal Crossing, and they want... Oh, what else maybe remake Advance Wars, and they want all the old Pokemon games on it, and they want all the Virtual Console games on it from day one. It's kind of like the child that wants everything at once and doesn't want to patiently wait. And that's really the reason why, is for Game Freak, they can easily make more money doing direct sequels than doing something like Pokemon Stars. I mean, normally the third one is sort of seen as the best one out of the 3, and it doesn't sell as well as the dual copies as the one or the other. So I think, in terms of Game Freak, it makes a lot more sense to do a sequel to Sun and Moon now, and then wait another year later for hopefully will be a better version of Pokemon with, 3D models and things like that, which would be interesting. Now, some people will complain about it's not on the Nintendo Switch, but I think for Switch owners, you're having a really, really good first year. And if you put all the good games out in the first year, then what are you going to play for your second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year of the Switch's life? And I think a lot of people don't understand that. And they just want all the good games to come on at once. And how are you going to find the time to play all these great games on the Switch if you're, still playing Mario Kart or Mario Odyssey is coming up, and you're still playing Splatoon 2, and you've got ARMS and all these other games? It's tricky for the big Nintendo fan to work out the time to do it. So really, that's mainly the main reason why, is because one console has sold a lot more than the other hasn't. Now, I would say, in a year's time, or a year and a half, when the Switch has sailed past 15 to 20 million sold, that's not going to be too hard for it. Then that's when they will make that decision to do a mainstream Pokemon game on the Nintendo Switch, which that's what they did when the 3DS came out. And X and Y sold pretty well, about 13, 14, 15 million. And everything was rosy and good. So that's pretty much all I've got to say, because the answer is pretty simple, but there's just a lot of Nintendo fans that just kind of want everything on the Switch. And I still think it's a good idea to keep supporting the Nintendo 3DS, because you don't want to dump that 65 million plus user base for something that's only got 3 million. It's going to take a couple years for the Switch to build up. So, yeah, it's hopefully people will understand that. So, that's it from me, and I shall see you next time.